Hi, welcome to Cook's Tutoring Session 1. Let's start with letter names. And let's talk about why letter names. Well, when you do sight words, don't you need to know the letter name since they're not phonetically correct? And then also, how many times have you heard, what does A say? Well, you have to know the letter name before you can say what A says. Anyway, let's work on the letter names. So go to the slide and find where it says individual phonemes, letter name chunking. Well, I'm going to chunk the letters because, as you know, 3 is key to all learning. Once you've mastered the first 3, you can go on to the next. So let's chunk these letters and work on our letter names. Okay, we have B first. And as you notice, all the vowels will be on the next slide. So let's start with B. We have B, point to B please, C, and let's do those again together. We have B and C. Now what letter names did I ask you to say? Can you say them for me now? And point? Yes, B and C. Now we have D, F, and G. We have D, F, and G. So point to D, point to F, and point to G. Now what is the letter names that I told you to say? Say the first one, and the next, and the next. Okay. After which, let's go to H, I, and J. Again, H, point to H, I, and J, point to J. Now, what letter names did I just ask you? That's right, H, I, and J. Now we have K, L, and M. So, I want you to point to K. Now L, and don't forget M. We have K, point to K, and what letter is this? Next, what would we have? What letter? And the last. Okay, we have N, P, and Q. Point to them. N, point to P, and point to Q. Okay, now you can point to them and say what letter names I just asked you. Great. Now we have R, S, and T. Again, R, point to R, S, point to S, T, point to T. Again, what letter names did I ask you? Now we have V, W, and X. Again, V, point to V, W, point to W, and X. What letters did I just ask you? And last but not least, we have Y and Z. We have Y, point to Y, and Z. What letters did I ask you? Yes, Y and Z. Okay, for the next slide, you watch the video of a song that plays, and it's a little different than you're used to it, but it will help you learn the letter names. Okay, for the next slide, look where it says individual phonemes, letter sounds. Now we're learn the letter names, now we can learn the sounds. And I've also chunked these. Okay, for the first 3, let's smile, because that's how you're going to make those sounds. We have S that says S. Smile like this again and blow air through your chest. S. You sound like a snake. Now N, smile and go N, N, N. And last, we have Z. Smile again. Zzz. Blow air from here. Z. Okay? Attached to those, we have M, is kind of like different from those. But because we have our lips that go in, Did you notice you have to hold these sounds? So as I do this, you hold the sounds out. Ready? Let's do the S. S. Now the N. N. And then the Z. Z. Okay, let's go on to the next three. We have B, P, and H. They're all sort of similar. They're all explosive, and we're going to do the B. Put your lips in like you did for the M, and explode out. Here we go. B, B. And the P, P, P. Okay, did you blow out air that time? P. And I'll try the H. Oh, my lips didn't go in for the H. But I did blow out air. Okay, last but not least, the C. Our face will be blank, and we just blow out. Okay, let's blow out hard again. That's right, one more time. Okay, so those are not to be held out, like the S, N, and Z. We're going to make sure we cut those short and quick, because naturally they have the sound on the end, and we want to make sure we get rid of that, because that's the schwa, and there's no behind a B. So let's do it. B, B, and the P, 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 and the H. Don't forget C. K, K. Next, we have the F and V. They're very similar. You're going to take your top teeth and put them over your bottom lip. Here we go with the the F, sorry. No sound really though. But the V is made the same way. There is a sound. Listen. Okay, did you notice I held those out? Let's hold them out. And the V. Okay, the W and Q are very quick. You ready? They are going to be made, not held out. The W, you have to pretend like you have dimples on the side of your face. So point where your dimples would be. Now we're going to go real quick with it. W, W. Okay, and now the Q, Qu, Qu. That was short and quick. The D is, okay, so the W is again held out, and the Q. So hold it out with me. W, W. It's held out very short. Qu, Qu. Let's do the W again. W, W. Okay, now we have the D and the J and the T. Your bottom teeth are going to hit your top teeth at a quick and short rate. Not like the W and Q that were held out. You ready? D, D, D. Did your bottom teeth hit your top? And the J, J, J. And lastly, the T, T, T. Along with those, we have the letter G. It's kind of fun because you grab your throat and you go quick, G, G. Good. Let's do it again. G, G. Okay, those are all very short and quick. Let's practice that together. D, J, T, and G. Okay, next we have the K and the X. The K is like the C. It was like this. X. The K was like K, like the C. K. You see, my place is very plain, and it goes very quick. K, K. And the X is a K and a S. X, X. It's very quick. X. Okay, we have K and X. Very quick. X. And the L and the R, they're a lot alike. The L is like this. Your tongue is hitting the top part of your teeth. Oh, oh. And the R, R, R. Sounds like a baby tiger, doesn't it? Now the L is held out. Ooh. And the R. R. Practice that with me. Ooh. R. Okay, that's the end of your phonics lesson, session 1. Thank you.